The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, wishes to draw the attention of the Nigerian public, the international community, and all institutions of conscience to the watershed legal reply filed on July 14, 2025, by Chief Kanu Agabai San in defense of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This reply on points of law was issued in response to the prosecution's feeble opposition to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's no-case submission. Its content is a devastating legal rebuke of the persecution that has masqueraded for too long as prosecution. The legal argument advanced by Chief Agabai San and the team of senior advocates stands on solid constitutional and evidentiary footing. It demonstrates beyond question that the federal government has utterly failed to establish even a prima facie case against our leader. The prosecution's case, led by Chief Adegboyega Womolo San, is exposed as hollow, unprovable, and offensive to the principles of criminal justice. Let the records reflect the following. 1. Unchallenged legal points are now admitted in law. The reply shows that the prosecution failed to answer several critical arguments, such as the absence of victims, lack of forensic authentication, and hearsay nature of all witness testimonies. In law, these omissions amount to an admission. The federal government, by its own silence, has conceded that it has no evidence tying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to any crime. 2. There is no evidence of incitement, only edited recordings. The only evidence the prosecution relies on are edited, unverified audio clips. Not a single person testified to being incited by any alleged broadcast. No forensic analyst was brought. No unedited source was presented. This is not evidence, it is propaganda. It is illegal, unconstitutional, and must be rejected. 3. Importation charge is based on fantasy. Count 7 of the charge absurdly claims that Mazi Kanu imported a transmitter. But no importation documents were tendered. No date, no shipping manifest, no clearing agent, no port of entry was presented. The prosecution failed to provide anything resembling proof. It is nothing but fabricated fiction. 4. Prosecution wants to reverse the burden of proof. By asking the defendant to explain his own alleged words, the prosecution seeks to shift the burden of proof. This is contrary to Section 36(5) of the Constitution, which guarantees the presumption of innocence. No Nigerian court should accept such lawless reasoning. The burden lies solely on the government to prove guilt, not on our leader to prove his innocence. 5. Charge sheet is legally defective and constitutionally incompetent. The prosecution even attempted to change the law under which one of the charges was filed, after the trial had commenced. This is unheard of. The law is clear. The court has no jurisdiction to try a charge that is vague, contradictory, or improperly filed. All 7 counts suffer from these fatal defects. 6. No victims, no crime, no case. Despite the gravity of the accusations, not a single victim was produced. Not one Nigerian came forward to say, "I was harmed because of Kanu's broadcasts." The law demands proof beyond doubt. What the prosecution has offered is mere conjecture, dressed in emotion but devoid of fact. Conclusion: Omotosho must end this trial of nothing. The case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer just weak, it is non-existent. It is held together only by political vengeance and the refusal of the Nigerian state to admit that it erred. IPOB calls on the Honorable Justice Omotosho to discharge his sacred duty. The world is watching. The Nigerian judiciary is on trial just as much as our leader. This is the moment to rise above executive pressure and affirm what the law already makes clear. There is no case to answer. There is nothing to defend. There must be an acquittal. We urge the media, civil society, diplomatic missions, and all lovers of justice to study the reply on points of law. History will remember where everyone stood when justice cried out to be done. Comrade Emma Powerful, spokesperson and Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB. Stay tuned for more updates. Stay safe and have a blessed day.